Warm welcome, Markus Termin, Astrologisches Stundenbuch. This is the 10th of March 2024 and we are in the new moon. The new moon is just happening as I'm speaking, and let's have a look at the chart of this new moon because it looks very interesting. Now, what is that? This is not the chart of this new moon, but this is the chart of the new moon that had been before in chart. And what's the meaning of that? New moons always are good for predictions, for what is coming in the following time. And as Claudius Ptolemaeus said, for the cardinal sun signs changing into the cardinal signs, which is following pretty soon, the sun will change from Pisces to Aries, and it changed from Sagittarius to Capricorn. And this is the prediction for the following 3 months. So the following 3 months of the Capricorn winter time was the Sagittarius new moon in December. And what you can see is Mars is just as simple as that. In connection to this new moon, there's an aspect to hurting Chiron up there in Aries. Now, if we go forward to the new moon that we have now and today, and we might use it for a prediction for the next following 3 months, you might realize that Mars changed position and the new moon itself is being guarded, we could say, by Neptune and Saturn at the same time. This is dissolving structures and rebuilding structures on a stable ground of spiritual development. And you might see that Chiron just stays here together with the North Node, which is the still hurting connection, could change over to a healing impulse. Yesterday the Pope just said, show them white flags, healing impulse, at least one voice, And you might realize that at the same time as we have the new moon, Mercury, the important messenger from the archangels, changed sign and left the stellium in Pisces to show up in Aries, to just show up himself at the very position where the sun will stay as she changes into the cardinal sign of Aries a few days later from now. That's an interesting thing. Well, that means this new moon has an upcoming impulse. It's the impulse of Aries. It's the impulse of getting new things started by fire energy. At the same time, things are dissolving. Those who can grab a piece of this fire energy might profit from this new moon. And the character of this new moon, we can say, is Mars and Venus is in the sign of Aquarius, of course, together with Pluto, because he stays there for long. He will go a little bit backwards for a few weeks within the year. And Chariklo, the new asteroid, is also in Aquarius. So this is the start of a freedom march, actually. What we have seen, the dissolving structures of those powers building up kind of a world government and things like that, all this will be dissolving and we will see it. If we dare to have another view on the following new moon after this new moon, which will be that one in June. Why is that? To explain it again, because it's the new moon before the cardinal change of the sun in the sign of Cancer in the summer, and you might realize this new moon will not have Mars to be in connection with it as the one we saw in Sagittarius, but it's Venus. It's Venus herself, it's Mercury, and it's also a big stellium in the sign of Gemini. So big changes are coming towards us, and they are not at the bad side, they are at the good side, because this chart is very good for peace negotiations. So let's go into this new moon with great hope, and take our seat and place at the side of liberty, I hope. This is Marcus Termin speaking to you at the time of the new moon. If you want to get in contact and have a personal chart reading, just use this mail address up here down at my blog. You'll find the conditions for a consultation. Thank you very much for listening. This is New Moon, the 10th of March 2024.